Hey, you're trying too hard. Can I tell you a secret? This is a secret that they've told us for a very long time ago. They've lied to you that you have to go on a hard mode. When truly, there is an easy way that's been eating for you for decades. Hello, my queens. I'm Tintilayo, and I'm a health and wellness coach. And I empower, support, and inspire African and Asian women to embody the heart of healthy living and wellness. So today we are going to be talking about, drum roll, how to lose fat effortlessly without the diets, without counting calories, without struggling so hard, going to the gym so often, but just with an easy, effortless way that you can incorporate into your life today. So to start, we are going to start with how I have maintained my healthy body effortlessly. I'm not going to lie to you. I have tried everything. I have tried a diet. I have tried working out so hard in the gym at home. I have tried, like measuring your macronutrients. And I have tried so much. I've tried a lot of diet. I've tried keto, vegan. Oh my God. I've tried the Atkins. I've tried carnivore. I've tried everything, like maybe not everything, but I've tried quite a lot. And I've gotten to a place where I realized that this is not it, especially for an African woman like me that enjoys eating some carbohydrates. We enjoy eating like our traditional foods, and we enjoy eating meat. Like, I can't even understand like literally, like I'm trying to think of how I even became a vegan. I was a vegan for 2 years and I honed it. It worked well. I'm not saying there's no wrong being a vegan, but I don't understand myself how I went through that phase. But sometimes they say when there is a will, you actually do it. Or if you have a cause to do something, then you actually go through it. But my friends, I've been through every bit of it, and I've come to a place and realized that nothing really works for me, especially as a woman. And I know there are loads of you that have tried everything, but you still cannot pinpoint what works. What I've actually found out that works effortlessly when I gave up everything was living a holistic lifestyle. Now you're gonna think, oh, what are we talking about, holistic lifestyle? Okay, the holistic lifestyle is when all your energies are centered, are aligned. When all your energies are aligned in every part of your life, then it's easy. So to explain this further, it means when your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, your social health, your environmental health, your spiritual health, your professional health, when everything is aligned, then it is easier for you to lose fat effortlessly. I'm going to give an example of how I do this. So with losing fat, one thing I realized was that I needed to know who I was. I needed to understand my being. Like, I stopped looking at what society was telling me. I stopped looking at, the expectations of people around me or even myself that I have created. I had to get to a point where I was self-aware of myself. And to be self-aware of yourself, this has to do with your emotional health and your spiritual health. I had to align and reconnect myself. So I had to go into myself to discover who I was. And by knowing who I was, by going through my emotions, by understanding myself better, helped me realize who I truly was. It helped me gain clarity on how to go about losing fat. Now, I didn't enter into this phase of aligning my energy solely because I wanted to lose fat. No, I went into this stage of aligning my energies because I just wanted to be me. I just wanted to live the life that was meant for me. And I thought Following societal norms, expectations, or doing what every other person was doing was not just going to work. And this was when I aligned my emotional health by understanding my emotions, by understanding my feelings, by knowing who I am. I aligned my emotional health with my mental health. I started thinking about the things that gives me energy, the activities that improves my life, the activities that engages me. And this was how I aligned my mental health with my emotional health. And now aligning my mental health with my emotional health made it easier for my body to naturally follow, because the way our body works, our body moves and works by our thoughts and our feelings. After engaging my emotional health and my mental health, it was easy for my body to naturally follow. This was when I started to incorporate exercise. And when I talk about exercise, it's not about forcing myself. It's not about working out so hard solely because I want to lose fat. No, I engaged my physical body because I saw the impact it made to my mental health. I saw the impact it made to my emotional health. Okay, and then I aligned my spiritual self. My spiritual self is one that engages with my emotional self and that allows me to reconnect to a bigger purpose outside of myself. And then I engage my professional health. My professional health has to do with my aspirations, what drives me, what gives me energy, how I am productive. And then, my queens, I also engage my environmental health, which has to do with my environment and then my social connections. Aligning my energies together allowed me to get to a phase where my actions of what I wanted in my life flowed naturally. I didn't need to force myself to do anything. I didn't need to force myself to eat the foods that I wanted to eat. I wasn't doing anything routinely because this was how other people did it. No, or this is how the society thinks we should eat. No. Now, I lose fat effortlessly without any diet, without struggling. Sometimes I would work out 2 to 3 times a week or even 4 times a week. It all depends on how my energy flows. There is no restriction, there is no guilt, and once everything is aligned, it naturally allows my body to let go of what it doesn't need naturally. Now, my squares, true wellness comes from within. And when all areas of your life are balanced, your body naturally thrives. Your body doesn't survive, it naturally thrives. Now, the second step I took was to create my values, standards, and routine. Now, I'm not talking about the values that was created for you when you were younger or the values that you got from an environment or from other people. I'm talking about your deep held value that has meaning to your life. Your value that makes you feel that this life that you're living is authentic yours. What are the values that you've created in your life? How are they serving you? Are there values that you're still holding on to that were created by your traditions, your forefathers, or by the society you live in, but it doesn't actually serve you? It doesn't drive you. These are the areas you need to look into. I personally created value. My number one value is energy. I want to have energy that serves me in every area of my life. That I value so much because my energy dictates my moods, my emotions, what I bring into my life, what I get out of my life. It creates my energy is everything. And I want to be full of energy every single day because this is a very crucial value for me. I naturally start thinking of things that I can do to energize me, be it music, be it exercising, be it meditating, be it playing, be it sleeping, be it having fun, anything that could increase my energy and uplift my soul, I prioritize it. And this is how you create your values. Now, once you've created your values, you want to create standards. You want to create a certain standard. Do not set goals. I have set so many goals. Like, now, I'm not saying goals are bad. Goals are actually good. But the one thing a lot of people don't understand when it comes to goals is that once you set a goal and you've reached that goal, you cannot stay there and be comfortable. You need to progress again and set another goal and keep moving forward every time. But a lot of people remain at one particular goal that they've made, and it takes them life events or circumstances to happen before they set another goal. So if goals are working for you, keep setting goals. If they're not working, my queens, set standards. When you set standards of the type of person you want to be, are you the type of person that have the energy to climb up the stairs without your heart pounding so fast? Are you the type of person that feels weak or is never energized to do certain things? Are you that kind of a person that never tells the truth? Are you that kind of a person that hides from their colleagues or not like to be seen? Are you that kind of a person that doesn't know how to say their truth? These are the standards you need to set. A type of standard that you can set for yourself is that I show up every day. I am very productive. I incorporate rest and recovery. I work on my goals every day. I work on my business every day. I show up for my children. I am a healthy person. I eat foods that energize me. I eat foods that strengthens me. I'm in environment that uplifts me. These are certain standards that you can live by. Because when you live by standards that you want, oh my queens, it makes it naturally for your body to do what it wants to do. Naturally, you will continue to thrive and you will continue to flourish and radiate life and the true essence of who you are. So once you've created your values and your standards, naturally you will create your routine. And because you're that kind of a person who is healthy, who eats nourishing foods, who works out, who sleeps, who prioritizes rest, who is very productive, and who doesn't like to be in toxic environments, naturally you start to create routine that support your values and standards. And my queens, this is how I effortlessly lose fat, because I am creating values and standards and then routine that supports my vision of myself. Okay, so take time to create values that serves you. If you love to show up every day, if you love to be the happiest person every day, take time to create your values, standards, and your routine will naturally come into place, and they will not have to be forced. They will be easy, and you'll find them easy to go through it. Even when it seems so tough, it would come naturally. So my queens, another thing that I do to lose fat effortlessly is that I prioritize rest and recovery. My queens, rest is not luxury. Recovery is not luxury. Sometimes I hear people say, oh my god, you can sleep up to 8 hours, you're so lucky. Oh my god, I wish I could sleep up to 8 hours. Oh, I wish I could take some time to rest. My queens, rest is your natural beauty. Rest is your natural strength. Rest and recovery is your natural source of energy. If you're not prioritizing your rest and recovery, you would struggle. You will struggle to align your energies. You will struggle to even create your values and your standards and your routine, and to even now to follow up with it. It will all be a struggle. Your rest and recovery is a priority. You cannot keep serving other people and put yourself last. It's impossible. You cannot give what you don't have. If you're not resting and recovering, you cannot be your best version of yourself. So before you need to even start anything, you need to look at your lifestyle. Are you resting well? Are you actually having like maybe 6 to 8 hours. Like, I know some of you might be nursing a child, or you might have a busy lifestyle, but when the time comes for you to rest, do you actually take that time off and rest, or do you fill up your calendar with another work to do? It's very crucial that you prioritize rest. I personally do not play with my rest. It is non-negotiable for me. Like, literally nothing can come between me and my sleep. And if my sleep is interrupted, I know I have to make time to recover. I know I have to make time to make up for that loss of sleep. So, my friend, this is one crucial part that you have to take into account. Be intentional with your rest, even if it's just taking a 15-minute nap during the day and just shutting your eye. It makes a whole lot of difference, because it affects your energies, it affects your emotions, your mental clarity, your physical self. So, my queens, I want you to prioritize your rest and recovery, because on days that I have not been resting well, on days that I do not recover after a stressful event, oh my, Titilaya is something else. I'm like a dragon. And at the end of the day, I kind of like don't like the energies that I've put out, or the actions that I put out. And so often we want to blame it on other people, when the first step we should do is look inward and ask, how did I get here? When you search deep down, you will realize that you've not been prioritizing yourself, especially the rest and recovery. The last step that I take is I engage in mindful eating, and I have a good connection with food. I know a lot of people struggle with this because of their eating habits and patterns, or traditions, or just not being, or just not knowing how to navigate through all of these foods that are available, especially in this society where we have more accessibility to food, to processed foods, than natural foods. My queens, this step is very crucial, but before you can take this last step that I'm telling you about, you have to go through the first 3 stages, because the first 3 stages allows your body to naturally be mindful of what you eat. Once you've been through the first 3 stages, at this stage, because your energies are aligned, because your values, your routines, and your standards are now set, and because you're having enough rest and recovery, now this is where your spiritual health comes into play. Your spirit starts to guide you, your emotions start to nurture you and tell you of what foods are valuable to you, because you've got your values and standards. Remember, it starts to tell you of what food nourishes you. It starts to it gives you wisdom, advice, and how to navigate through challenging foods or situations. This, my friend, is very essential. This last step is actually the easiest part, because there are going to be times where you're really hungry and you have no natural or good food at home that you could eat, and you go to the supermarket and everything is all processed that you can eat. Even at that very moment, your soul will tell you, would whisper to you to pick certain types of food that you can quickly go home to eat. And even if you cannot go and cook it, it would whisper to you where to find nourishing foods that energizes you. And when you do eat foods like this, you thank your soul and you repeat again, and you know that you've got guidance within you to help you eat mindfully. Now, I'm not saying processed food are not to be eaten at all. No, don't get me wrong. I enjoy processed food from time to time, but because I have mindful eating at hand, I'm able to enjoy processed food at a balanced pace. I use the 80 to 20% rule, whereby 80% of all the foods that I eat are healthy and nourishing for my body, and 20% are pleasurable foods. However, I do not eat pleasurable foods when my body actually needs to be nourished or energized. It doesn't work, because when you eat pleasurable food, when your body actually needs to be nourished or energized, then it's not going to work for you. You are going to be drawn back to eating more of those pleasurable foods. That's why at this point, it's very important that you listen to your body. Because when you listen to your body, it helps you to be mindful of what to eat, when to eat, and to know if you're actually hungry, or if you need to drink water, or if you need to rest and recuperate. This is all about mindful eating and connection to your food. So my queens, I want you to take these 4 steps very seriously, because when you go through these 4 steps, you do not need to diet, you do not need to work so hard at the gym or at home. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that I don't exercise. I love exercising because it energizes me. I do not exercise solely to lose fat. I exercise for all the benefits it gives to me, especially my mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, every way. So once you understand all the steps, you will find it easier for you to lose fat effortlessly. And I'm not saying every month you are going to be perfect, or you are going to be in a perfect shape. No, there are going to be months where you might have eaten a bit too much, or months where you have eaten a bit too less. Because your energies are aligned, you will not have any cause to feel blame or guilt. You would even have more cause to express who you are. Hence why, my darlings, that looking at your life holistically is very important. And this is how I help my clients, especially African and Asian women, to help you embrace the full essence of yourself. Stop looking at your health as just the physical aspect of your life. No, you need to look at your health holistically, because when you focus on your life holistically, your body naturally flourishes and thrives. And that, my queen, is where you want to be. So queens, if you're ready to shift from struggle to ease, start embracing the wellness in you. Ditch the diet, counting calories, and live a lifestyle that feels good and sustainable. If this resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and do not forget to subscribe for more tips on living your healthiest, happiest, and amazing self. See you in the next one. Bye bye.